In today's video, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to take you guys through my studio, show you guys all the gear that I use, that I have, pretty much a studio tour and everything inside of it. And I mean everything. We're gonna look at it all. So first we're gonna start off with this little section right here. This is my Husky work desk station, even though I took the Husky label off the front. We got 6 outlets plus a couple of USB slots over here. Also, the top of this is this really nice wood. I'm not sure if this is real wood, but great surface for product shots. It's nice and light, and it's just well built. Now each drawer here kind of has its own little thing. So this top drawer is just like junk. This is a new quick release system that I've been using by Falcam, and I think it's phenomenal. So that's what the quick release plate actually looks like, and it's very, very similar to Peak Design's quick release plate, which I truly love. The way it's designed, you don't even have to take off the top to your current ball head. You could just lock this in there. As you can see, I have my Surae ball head locked into the side ridges of this Falcam quick release. And then this locks, so you have a little, it's hard to do this with one hand. All types of nails and hanging things and Velcro. I'm very big with Velcro. I got Velcro straps everywhere. I got this little Surae vlog pod here that I use pretty often. It doesn't look like much now because there's no ball head on top, but this is a really nice grip. And the other one that I use almost all the time is what I'm using right now. I just had to remove it, and that is the Quick Pod. It's still probably the best choice in my opinion for best vlog pods out there currently. So this is my go-to. This is what's on my camera right now. Next drawer down is kind of like that little charging station. I love this setup because I get to keep everything out of the way. It's inside of a drawer. There aren't wires and plugs and power strips hanging everywhere. So I got my camera batteries here. I got the action camera batteries here. I got my drone batteries here. We got a Field World monitor right here. This is probably my favorite monitor, non-recorder out right now, which is the Field World LUT LUT 7S. This is the LUT 7S. As far as filters, I'm currently using the Peter McKinnon ND filters, and I'm also using the H&Y Digital. I already did a video on a pre-production model. I'll leave that right here, but this is the actual production model, and it is just outstanding. This is the Tiffin Black Pro Mist filter. You probably heard about these a million times. Works great, love it. It's on here right now, actually. All right, this is like the microphone drawer right here. As you can see, a lot of people send me a lot of microphones. As of right now, I have 3 microphones that I'm kind of rotating through. The one that's on this camera right now, which is the Sony. Every time, I never could remember the name of this microphone. The second one is the Rode VideoMic NTG. This microphone is a beast of a microphone. And this right here is the other microphone that I've been using. I actually just got it like week and a half ago or something like that. And I screwed up. This is the XLR K2M. I bought this on eBay. I thought I was buying an XLR K3M, which is the newer version. Like, what I paid was a good deal for the K3M. Like, oh, that's a pretty good deal for that. But for this, for being the older model, I kind of paid like full price plus tax. It took about 3 weeks to get here because USPS is just terrible. Sorry if anybody out there works at the post office, but as far as shipping stuff, you guys suck. Screwed me over way too many times. This is a positive video. It's in mint condition shape. It was like, guys said open box, of course. We all say open box when we sell things, you know what I mean? Technically, this isn't a microphone, but this is what I use on top of my Sony camera. And then we have the K2M paired up with the Rode NTG5 I love this microphone. On top here, we got a little Apple setup. We got the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which I love for the 10-bit video. This is the iPad Air 4 with the smart case. This is like my favorite iPad of all time. It's the perfect size, perfect weight, super quick, super responsive. I love everything about this entire setup right here. For the earbuds, we're doing the AirPods Pro. Love these. I picked up a HomePod Mini, and at first I was kind of like, but I love it. I love it. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, it works great. I gotta say, everything that I bought from Apple this year, I'm like super happy with. This is my portable, rollable lighting setup here. This is the Falcon, let me turn this way so I'm not backlit. This is a Falconize RX 18 TDX2. I did a review on this too. A lot of the stuff in this video I have either reviewed or will be reviewing very soon. So I have this really great newer stand. This is like a super heavy duty stand, but the thing I like about it is the wheels close up to kind of not take up a lot of surrounding room around it. Sometimes you have this skinny little, oh, my bad. Sometimes you have this skinny little stand and the wheels just come all the way out, but this, it kind of, I could probably get that in even tighter. I just wanted to provide some kind of security for this light. And then we have a microphone, a boom arm, which is a Rode boom arm hanging over top. And the thing I like about this Falconize light, it's a soft light and it's very thin. It's not this huge softbox that takes up a ton of room. Like I have an Aperture 120D, which I love. I love Aperture lights, but it's just the softbox for that is so big and it takes up so much space. That's why I have everything on wheels now. Let me show you guys. So this is on wheels. This Husky desk that I showed you before is also on wheels, so I could just wheel it all over the studio. So this is also another product by Newer that I bought, and it's universal. So I think it pretty much works with any tripod. It's a set of wheels that goes on the bottom of this. So now I got tripods on wheels. And this is a heavy duty tripod that I had to pick up off Amazon. It's by, I don't know how you say that, Kayer, and it works great. And the reason why I had to buy this heavy duty setup was because my buddies over at Rhino sent me over the Rhino Arc 2 and a whole Rhino slider setup. That bottom case right there, it's huge. They sent me the huge slider and then they sent me this little smaller setup, this little carbon fiber setup. We're gonna be doing a review on this as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, the Rhino Arc 2, this is a fantastic piece. But wheels, baby, everything on wheels. In, out of the way in 2 seconds. I lived a life without wheels, and I lived a life with wheels. And let me tell you something, wheels, okay? Wheels. Just wheel everything around. Just wheels. Wheels. Let's take a look at the desk setup here. All right, so I made a video, I don't know, a few months ago, and in this video I switched from Mac to Windows. I decided I wanted to build my own custom PC just because I didn't feel like the value on what you were getting for a Mac equaled up to what you can get on a Windows custom build PC for the same price or cheaper. Yeah, I hated it. I hated it. I don't like Windows. I'm not a fan at all. I'm sorry, Bill Gates. So then this puppy right here, the new Mac Mini came out, and just like everybody else, it was all over my timeline, and I decided to watch some videos. If you're a Final Cut Pro user, if that's what you edit in, yeah, this is a no-brainer. It blazes through everything I throw at it in Final Cut Pro. Now, as far as computer speakers, my original plan, I thought I was brilliant for this, was just to get 2 HomePod minis and just put them on both sides of my monitor, and that didn't work out well. It works good for everything but editing. So if you're editing, there's going to be a noticeable delay. So they work great with the M1 Mac, but not for editing. So you can't edit with these, 100% you can't. So what I did do is I went on the World Wide Web, on the internet, and I searched for some stuff, and I came across these. Creative Pebbles. I don't know if you guys have heard this. Let's back my face up so this will be in focus too. Let's move this up so we could see it. This is the Creative Pebble. You get 2 of them. There's another one on this side with the knob. $19. 19 and change. You're looking at 20 bucks for this set of speakers right here. Spectacular. They sound great. For what I need, these sound great. Probably the best $20 I spent all year. I'll leave links in the description along with everything else that I could possibly find a link for that you've seen in this video. They will be down there, so check it out. So now that I'm back on Final Cut Pro, I'm back using the Loop Deck Plus, which I love. This is just a great control panel. It works with everything but DaVinci Resolve, so this works with Lightroom, this works with Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere. However, when I'm on DaVinci Resolve, I still have my tour box. So I'm using this for DaVinci Resolve. I can use this for Final Cut Pro as well, but I do enjoy using the Loop Deck. So I kind of just bounce back and forth. And the tour box is small enough where I just keep it on the side over here. And if I'm not using it, I could just move it over, no big deal. As far as monitors go, I have a dual LG setup. They're both ultra wide. I kind of had to get used to the whole ultra wide thing at first. I like to put my playback window on one full screen, usually the top screen, and then just go to work on the timeline and then switch back and forth. Now, as far as desks, this is an uplift desk. If you do a lot of editing, if you're at your desk a lot, which I am, I highly recommend a sit-stand desk. Uplift, man. I love this company. They didn't send this to me. I paid full money for this. I paid full price. And when I bought the desk, I also had the option to add this on, which is this little, like, super comfortable stool, but it's kind of meant to be like a standing stool. Like this, you could boost this up really high and kind of like lean on it, almost like it's a wall. Like I'm just chilling. I'm leaning, but I'm kind of just leaning back, standing up on it, and it works really well. The desk can hold a ton, it weighs a ton. You're gonna need some help with this. It's pretty heavy, but I've had no complaints with this company whatsoever. So yeah, uplift desk, good stuff. So I was finally able to get some acoustic treatment in here. I actually found these acoustic panels on Facebook Marketplace. So I got a good deal on 4 of these. So I have one here. They're fairly thick too. It's a 2-inch thick foam with a 2-inch spacer behind it. So it's a 2-inch thick foam with a 2-inch spacer behind it. So a 2-inch spacer behind it. So spacer behind it. So spacer behind it. So they work great. I immediately noticed the difference in my audio. So I have one here behind me, that's Ethel, one here, and then one up top right above where I mainly speak. So the audio kind of just hovers all around here. Plus the acoustic panels on this side. And then I have just a little bit more sound treatment up above my windows over there. And the windows themselves actually work pretty good because these shades are like this clothy paper. And I literally have no acoustic problems in here whatsoever. The audio just sounds great. You're listening to it right now. This is like a little bag thing that I put over a closet door where I just hang all my bags. Ethel's my mannequin. I also bought her off of the Facebook Marketplace. I figure I could use a mannequin. Number one, I could always use another friend, especially just one that shuts up and lets me babble all the time. She's very good at that. A mannequin is a great pickup if you're into cameras and you're into, you know, having a little studio setup, because you could just use them as a test subject. You could do autofocus tests on them. You could take photos of them. You could dress them up in different clothing, different wigs, put hats on them, whatever you want. This is like my favorite tripod that I've ever gotten. I seriously love this thing. This is the Peak Design Travel Tripod. Peak Design sent this over to me. I'm also gonna be doing a review on this. The second I started using this tripod, I immediately noticed like everything that I just love about it. The design, the way everything just kind of folds up into one another and there's no awkward parts sticking out anywhere. The ball head is great. I find it easier to level my camera when it's on top of this tripod than anything else that I've ever used or put my camera on top of. It just levels right away. It like almost automatically levels for you. I love the quick release system on top. It works well. Just, I have no complaints about this product whatsoever. Peak Design Travel Tripod is my favorite tripod in the world right now. So let's talk about gear. What gear am I using right now? Well, right now the camera that I'm currently using at all times is the Sony a7S III. I'm not gonna waste your time with giving my thoughts on this camera. It's the greatest camera that I've ever used to date. And that's saying a lot. I've used a lot of cameras. It's not perfect. It doesn't do everything perfect. There are definitely much room for improvement, particularly in the stabilization department. It's a lot better than it used to be. It's not like the old, it's doable, which is one of the main reasons why I was able to switch back and be happy, was because the stabilization was attended to, not completely taken care of. But it's just spectacular. It's amazing. You've heard every YouTuber that owns it or used it pretty much say it's incredible, and that's because it is. And it's one of those cameras that it's gonna be good for quite a few years. You know, 3 years from now, if you're still rocking an A7S III in 2023, 2024, you're still doing all right. The 4K 120p looks as good as the 4K 24 frames per second. It's insane. It's incredible. I love this camera. And the ZV-1, I really enjoy using the ZV-1 as kind of a backup camera or B camera to the A7S III. Something else I reviewed on this channel, with the ZV-1, we have a Ulanzi wide angle lens. It takes your 24, 20, really 25, 26 mil after the active steady shot is turned on, and it turns it into an 18 mil. So this is an instant buy if you are a ZV-1 vlogger. The lenses that I'm currently using is right now the 24 mil f1.4 G Master and the 20 mil f1.8. I love both of these lenses. As far as drones go, we are rocking the DJI Mavic Air 2, the controller, the 4K 60, the colors look good, the image quality looks good, it flies great. The distance is insane. This is the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro. This is a great wireless video transmission system. When I use this, I usually link it up with the Everybody has a problem saying Feel World. A lot of people say Free World. I usually use this with the Feel World LUT 7S that I showed you guys before, and it's a really good combination, and there's like no latency almost at all. It's very minimal, and Hollyland did a great job on this. I also did a review on this. Now for music, for my YouTube videos, I use ARTLIST.io. I'm a huge fan of them. They have a huge music category, great sound effects. The way it's categorized and laid out is just wonderful. It makes it super easy to find a song for your video. There's nothing worse than being in the mode of editing and then you're like, oh, I need a song for this part right here. And then you gotta stop and go on a website, and then you're sitting there for 30, 40 minutes and you're like, ah, maybe this one, I'll add this to the cart. Yeah, maybe this one too. All this makes it easy. You find the category, the mood, the instrument, the video type, whatever you're looking for, ARTLIST.io has it. And they happen to be the sponsor of today's video, so make sure you go check them out. I'll leave links in the description below where you can start your free 14-day trial, and by using those links, they're gonna throw on 2 free months on your ARTLIST subscription. Can't beat that. They just sent me this hat. I like this hat. If you're looking for stock footage, ArtGrid is the spot to get it from. Everything on there is high quality. I've seen 4K, 8K, log footage, raw footage. So thank you to ARTLIST for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of a difficult one to make, to vlog with one hand and show you guys stuff with the other and be in the shot as well. If you enjoyed it, throw me a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed, please do so. I'd appreciate it highly, and make sure you click that notification bell. That's it for this one. Until next time, enjoy your day, your night, and tomorrow morning. Salute.
I want everything. That's on everything. It's like a wedding.